my goodness. Doesn't give the year, but there we are. Oh, there we are. Doing a house program somewhere. Helping Sureshri serve Prasad on Srila Guru's first world tour. There you are.
Wow.
Look at Sureshwari. Oh my goodness. Jai.
Jai.
And look, this is the SoCal. This is the California temple. Did you go to the California temple? Yeah, so this, you recognize this bit maybe.
Yeah.
Californian temple. And some of the players, as it were. The scooter, this is later on. You see how tall he is compared with everybody else. Jai. At home somewhere. The bookcase. Is this in Shruta Shraba's house?
I don't know.
This is quite later on. Oh,
Yeah.
well, he's taken sannyas, yes. This is later on. Hare Krishna. And the Eugene devotees. Ramachandra. This is the temple room. Still the same. Still the same. Oh, that's Nitai.
Nitai.
There you go. Oh wow, that must be late.
Yeah.
Oh, quite a lot of pictures here. This is on the SoCal website. Wow. Hare Krishna. Oh, this is in Navadip. This is where we always used to take prasadam, this area here. And then if there are more, they overflow to the top. If there are more, overflow to the ground. And this here, this first steps to that first veranda, the bandari, the store of rice, dal, everything, sugar here. And then here, there's a small stairway that goes up to Srila Guru Maharaj's veranda. And then this is on the parikramas, going to different places and giving some talk in different places. With high quality, best quality, cheapest price, definitely. Microphone. And best quality because it distorts perfectly. Perfectly distorts on maximum volume, which is the only button. Maximum volume or off. But that gives the impression of loudness when it's maximum volume and distorted. It adds to it. Here you are, on fresh with sannyas cloth.
What year was that, do you know?
Maybe. Doesn't say. The same year that Bharati Maharaj got sannyas. Look, Gurudev, and Gurudev radiant always.
So what was his name again?
Bhakti. Previously?
I don't know.
As a brahmachari, it was Tridandi.
And this on the roof of the Vrindavan temple. Well, not the temple, but the ashram in Vrindavan. This is our temple. Small domes, like the main temple, but then the big dome This is the big dome. And the green parrots, yesterday we saw the green parrots talking away, or day before, or was it yesterday? And saw the green parrots. And like that, the parrots always talking. A lot of pictures here.
Yeah,
I was thinking I was going to
lovely.
show you one there, the car battery, to give the power to the maximum volume loudspeaker. Govinda Kund, the steps down to Govinda Kund, the temple in the middle, and this is the gateway, the entrance gateway, with lots of devotees. Look at that. It's festival time for there to be so many devotees there. This is where you want the higher quality pictures. isn't
Yeah,
it? So we can
exactly.
zoom. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are. Let's try this one. Yes. Oh, well, maybe not. It's just the same picture, isn't it? Let's see if it goes big. Maybe a bit better. Oh. Come back, come back. There you go.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
There's Trivikram Maharaj, Janardhan Maharaj, Acharya Maharaj, Akinchan Maharaj, Siddhanti Maharaj, Avadut Maharaj, more than Maharaj, Śrīla Gurudev, Paramahamsa, Bhakti Sundar Govinda Deva Swami Maharaj. What did I do? Ashram Maharaj, Nyasi Maharaj, Goswami Maharaj. And they're right in front of the Shiva temple. These are the steps to Sadashiva Gangadhar temple beside Govinda Kund. Now what happens if I click? Nothing. But if I click here, something will happen. Kirtan somewhere on Parikrama. It's not our temple. Somewhere on Parikrama. I'm not sure where. And this is one of the is it Kalachand? It's Kalachand, Shruta Shabba's son. Yeah. And Tirtha Maharaj. Bimalananda. Bimalananda or Bimala Krishna? Bimalananda. He's the one. The camera's on. He's the one anyhow who got chastised by Gurudev when he's walking past the Nath Mandir for singing the wrong way round. I am the Lord and you are my dog. To Krishna. And then Gurudev, it is Cain. And Bimalananda, he also very kind of, you can read everything from his expression. And Bimalananda, Gurudev, I was only following, I wasn't leading. And another sannyasi was leading rather, but Gurudev didn't chastise the leader. He heard Bimalananda, and as Bimalananda, he didn't chastise. But it's all part of Gurudev's Leela. But so many times we made a playlist of what we're going to sing in the evening, and he knows what we're singing. And really, we get a night. We used to have some very happy evenings of kirtan. Very happy evenings of kirtan. When you're with devotees who know what they're singing and like to sing and going on, it's so enlivening. It's not, we've got to go sit through, a whole load of bhajans or something. And sometimes we just sing and then maybe we read a little. Maybe we read a little bit. We always try to follow the program. But anyway, it was always very beautiful. Now, the mystery, somebody who's grown up by now.
Yeah.
Some little soul and some big soul. Every soul's the same size. Doing Tulsi Parikrama. They're in India, but you know, I'm not sure where they are.
Nilamani.
Huh?
Nilamani.
That was Nilamani,
I
the
think
little
so.
boy.
Yeah.
We should remind him.
I
We should remind him how cute he was.
yeah.
And he is tall and strong now.
Yeah.
We were in China together, and you know, none of us speak Chinese, but in China, everywhere you go in the city, they're always like open for everybody. Exercise areas, playgrounds, tennis thing. You can go and do so many things for free because it's just that kind of thing, and they want people to be full of sport. And Nilamani, he would just go and join the Chinese kids and teenagers. He would just go, I can join, I can, yeah, come in. And he was he was very good. He's a people person. Hare Krishna. And this is maybe from Mauritius. Or maybe not. I was thinking Dhameshwar, but maybe not. Back at the Kund. Jagadananda Prabhu. With Gurudev's stick, look, he's got Gurudev's stick. And this is Siddhanti Maharaj, Aravinda Rocha. Govinda Kund.
Beautiful photos.
And this is at the steps. This is here at the steps, which is exactly opposite the temple. So the deities can see through the Nat Mandir, through the gate entrance, through the Govinda gate entrance, then down the steps and can see all the way to the Giriraj temple in the middle. And this is where we stand. You see this small part is marble. Mostly the step, well, all the steps, it's not marble, it's steps. And then, but this part is marble, it's where the devotees stand for seeing the arati to the deities. There you are. And Jitendriya Maharaj. Anyway, I wasn't so aware there were so many pictures. This is from the SCSMath website.
Beautiful.
Okay, we better come back to London and do something good. Could you bring the tablet too, kindly?
Yes.
It should just be there.
Should I
Oh,
take-
is it here? Kindly. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Well, the good news is that by the time we sit down, we've chanted everything. We've already chanted to Vaishnavas, to Mahaprabhu Nityananda, we've chanted to Radha and Krishna and their associates, we've chanted to Guru, we've chanted to Tulsi. So that's the good news. But we do need to also chant a little bit of something. We've been with Siddhanti Maharaj actually for a long time, quite a time, happily.
Thank you for sharing, Maharaj. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, happily. Happily. So, oh well, good for us. We know one verse which covers complete invocation. Is the Vandeham Shri Guru verse. So we will hear from Ananda Swarupini the translation with translation with transmission. And you have to do extra transmission because beside you, you have an English student, but a devotee, full devotee, but fledgling English student.
Shall we chant the Sanskrit together? Or
Okay, yes, let's do that. We'll chant the Sanskrit with this one verse and then consider how everything is here. Okay, so slowly together. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sarvetam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha.
Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj prays. First, I offer my respects unto the lotus feet of my initiating spiritual masters,
Plural.
and the recruiting spiritual masters
Plural.
and advanced Vaishnavas.
Yes. Vaishnavas. Plural. Yes. Plural, plural, plural.
Next, I offer my obeisances to my Shastra Gurus, Srila Rupa Goswami, his elder brother, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and Srila Jiva Goswami. On a higher platform, I offer my respects unto Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, who came with his paraphernalia and associates, along with those great personalities, Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Advaita Acharya. And in the highest stage, I offer my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Govinda and all of the gopis, headed by Lalita Devi and Vishakha Devi.
Somebody's catching hold of the cushions.
Something we don't often read. I know I don't often read the pranams, but they're like so full, all of them, actually.
And Om Jnana Timirandasya, we can read. I think you know this mostly. This word by word we can understand. Anyway, all of these word by word are available, and it's good to know while we do. Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Shri Guru Maharaj Ki. It's good to know while we chant. 3, 2, 1. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Applying the soothing salve of Sambandha Gyan, a proper acquaintance with the environment, my spiritual master has opened my inner eye and thereby rescued me from the darkness of ignorance, fulfilling my life's aspirations. I offer my respects unto Shri Gurudev.
Jai. And that is the mantra for Guru, as we hear. All right, dear devotees. Okay, which one kirtan has everything? Now here's a question. Yes. And? Any more suggestions? A suggestion from somebody else. Which kirtan has everything, Devananda Prabhu? If we only had one kirtan.
Samsara Dabana, no.
No, I'm asking you. What
Samsara Dabana Nidaloka.
Okay, yes, because everything is with Guru and everything is there, as Gurudev said. Why we sing every day? So much is there. If we do every day, some crack may come and a little bit will go in. Yes?
Mahamantra.
You can ask in Spanish, which kirtan has everything? If we have only one kirtan.
Probably quite down actually, that's probably.
But also, but now you can't suggest too many, we've got to give a chance.
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Okay. Now Shara Shiroman is looking through the songbook. There are actually quite a few which have everything there. Oh, he Vaishnava Thakur. Also. Right, if only one thing, Nitai, go to sleep. Huh, okay. Anyway, there are different songs which have everything. Now, I would like, but I won't sing it because I've been talking. I've been talking for a long time. The Arati song to Giriraj in Govinda Kund. Because there, Srila Gurudev is giving us what is the whole mood of the devotees of Chaitanya SCSMath, what is our shelter, what's our aspiration, the glories of Guru Maharaj. So Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Arati, oh no? Jaya Jaya Giriraj Arati Vishala.
What page?
30.
Arati Ujvala. Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, no? Oh, Jaya Jaya Giriraj, okay. Arati Vishala. Shri Govinda Kund Gupta Govedan Arati. So maybe today we can have Ananda Sarupini sing. Because you've been quiet for us, maybe you made a lot of noise in your flat, but you've been quiet for us for all the days we've been here. So you've got some catching up to do.
Is it like Jaya Jaya Girirati?
Yes.
Okay. Jaya Jaya Girirati Vishala.
Jaya Jaya Giriraj Rarati Vishala. Gaura Mandala Mandi Bhuvana Mangala. Hari Pleshove Gupta Govardhana Rupa. Vyakto Hoila Shri Govinda Kunde Aparupa. Alaki Madhavi Kunja Kandare Kandare. Nigurani Kunja Lila Hari Manohare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But do Hare Krishna 3 times, 3 Maha Mantras, then 2 Hari Bols. Not just one. Please. Krishna cannot hear you.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Jaya Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Oh, but I changed books already, but I wanted to volunteer to read the translation of the kirtan that we sang.
Sure. Okay, sorry.
So the kirtan we sang, this Gupta Govardhan, Giriraj Gupta Govardhan Ati, Govinda Kund Govardhan Ati, Jaya Jaya Giriraj Arati Vishala. All glories to the grand arati of Sri Giriraj. And now you know where we stand. You saw where we stand for the arati, because you saw that marble section. That's where we stand to sing this. All glories to the grand arati of Sri Giriraj. In the midst of Gaura Mandal, it is benefiting the entire universe, radiating benefit. The hidden Govardhan, Gupta Govardhan, graces Kaladeep with its beauty. Now it has manifested its exquisite beauty in Sri Govinda Kund. It was hidden, now is visible in Govinda Kund, giving us a peep. There are groves of Malati and Madhavi flowers in its various caves. In these groves, Lord Hari plays his hidden, mysterious and enchanting pastimes. The incomparable beauty of the Kund, Govinda Kund, is like a reservoir of honey. Even Lord Indra and the divine Surabhi cow are rendering their service under the shining sun of good fortune. Srila Bhakti Rokkok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj has manifested the effulgent and enchanting devotional service to you. Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta is a beautiful place where devotees of the mat are always rendering their devotional service. Remembering Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, they are continuously serving in an introspective mood. All glories to the hidden Govardhan, which is a reservoir of transcendental rasa. It is the refuge of the devotees who are following in the footsteps of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath. By your inconceivable glories and magnanimity, you have manifested Kulya, where all offences are forgiven. Day and night, the multitudes of devotees are circumambulating this place. You are eternally manifested both as the worshipable Lord and as the servitor Lord. This fallen servant sees your arati with great joy. So this is Giriraj Govardhan. It's Krishna himself taking all the offerings, showed his form as Krishna to everybody. And he's the servitor by supplying the perfect environment for Krishna's leelas in so many different departments, right up to the very highest. This is Govinda Kund, Gupta Govardhan. And I am thinking something, but I better think it only at the moment. So we have a few minutes. Jai Gauranga Sundar, beautiful Gauranga, and Giriraj. Giriraj, we've just been singing your glories. Govinda, Govinda. Wow, cold air.
Yeah, that always happens when.
That curtain, you see curtains keep heat in.
And they're thick.
But Mahāprabhu must be a little chilly behind there. But Giriraj, he's a mountain. He's a servitor as well as the Lord himself. He can take all the rain. All right. What do you think, Devananda Prabhu? You can share with these two something of Navadip Dham. We know he was in Navadip Dham, 1986, maybe 5, 4, 3.
Around about that time.
Something like that.
I forgot.
So we know each other. We know most of the devotees from Navadip, and then we meet them around the world. But Devananda Prabhu was there. Tell us something about Navadip Dham. What did Govinda Kund look like when you were there?
Well, they were a bit different. I mean, I remember in those days there was loads of grassland and bushes and trees and everything, and of course this is where I broke my leg running down, running back from the water to get back to the mat, but the tree fell on my leg. And
but was that a Govinda Kund? Wasn't that coming from the Ganges?
That was, we went from, it was in front of the mat.
It was in front of the mat that the tree fell.
Yeah. Well, not in front, but in the midst, because there's loads of trees around there in those days.
Okay, so it was at Govinda Kund that the tree fell on you.
Well, I suppose it must have been, yeah. All the tree, all those that jungle, sort of jungle.
It was a jungle. We've done parikrama of Govinda Kund in those days,
Yeah.
and having to go through and scare away the snakes. There were lots of snakes.
Yeah.
Scare away the snakes.
Yeah.
It was a jungle, yes.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I thought you broke. I thought the tree fell somewhere else while you were coming back to the mat.
so
Oh, you
my
forgot.
memory is,
Oh, yeah.
is so.
I think it fell somewhere else. You were outside.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not think of the unhappy things.
Yeah.
You had to fly back to England to get it. That's now still has a link from that.
Yeah.
But that, I never knew it was Govinda Kund. I think you were outside somewhere and coming back to the temple in a storm. And
Well, I know there's a storm. That's one thing I do know.
It was a storm.
I do
yeah.
remember there's the most horrific storm, and they had to wait for some devotee to come and get a stretcher.
With a broken leg.
Yeah, they got. So they had well, I don't know where they got it. They got it from, some sort of stretcher from the mat, and they walked me. So, and I carried me for about I don't know, 2 hours or something to the hospital. So what hospital would that have been that I went to?
Navadip Hospital.
Navadip Hospital.
You don't want to go to Navadip Hospital.
No. Well, I was there for, well, actually a week, over a week, waiting for, waiting for the flight back home, back to
That was the happy thing. We're having a happy morning here.
Yeah, but the devotees, they used to come and see me actually. They used to, some of the devotees used to come and see me. One thing I do, I also remember that, we stayed in a place where I got infected with, before this happened, I had, dysentery. So that was a very happy thing to do. But I do remember
the happy things. You got cured of it dysentery. Yeah. This is the happy thing. Okay, all right.
Yeah. I don't know if they don't still do it now, but we used to all eat on the floor from the banana, the banana leaves. But my mind don't remember so many things. Maharaj,
It's okay, but that's also sitting on the floor with the banana leaves.
Yeah.
And in the scripture, Sagar Maharaj told. Sagar Maharaj very brainy, and he told in the scripture it gives gradation of everything, and what are the gradation, like the best plate to eat from, and the very best plate is banana leaf plate.
Right, yeah.
The next best plate, second in line, gold plate.
Wow.
And then the next plate was something else, but the topmost was the banana leaf plate.
Yeah.
And around Govinda Kund, there were banana trees also. And there's Govinda Kund and where the Seva ashram is now, the two kunds. Between there, that was all banana trees going down there, as well as the jungle.
Yeah.
And behind Gurudev's house, the Acharya Bhavan in the main temple, so many banana trees. Gurudev maintained 365 banana trees. 365, not 361 or 371. One for each day of the year. And so we'd always have banana leaves, and we'd always have basically bananas. And when the flood came, you could buy banana, like a whole thing, like so many bananas, you could buy for $1. Be like that. I thought, look at that. And Saraswati, she was living in Sweden, and she said, now it's not surprising in the modern age, but this is way back when. And she said, one banana in Sweden costs $1. And there you get all these bananas for $1. Equivalent of $1. But so Gurudev had 365 banana trees, and they're giving leaves all the while, so it's not like that. And one of our duties was, you saw in the pictures with Siddhanti Maharaj, and I said, this is where we used to sit, where he was taking some prasadam. And when the devotees would come to take prasadam, we'd have some banana leaves ready, cut and washed, ready. But we'd have to see how many people are coming, and then many times we have to go running off into the back with a machete and get some more leaves, depending on how many people were there. And then we cut the leaves, we bifurcate, because a leaf like this, so cut it down the middle and cut it, so you get maybe six plates out of one leaf. But then with the bucket and the hand pump outside Gurudev's well, and then we wash the leaves and then put them down there. But that's not why you got dysentery. You got dysentery because...
I don't know what it was.
Anyway. In India, even in India, just talking about the prison car train, the toilets, I mean, you understand it's not only Westerners get Delhi belly. There's a lot of Delhi belly in India.
You told us we could drink from the well, and we did.
Huh?
Pump from the pump.
Yes.
Outside of Gurudev's.
Yes. Good water.
Deep.
And we don't want to digress too far, but if you keep that water, Gurudev told, Srila Gurudev told, when they are at school, then they are taught, you put water in the clay pot, slightly porous, those slightly porous clay pot. You put the water in there, and that clay pot purifies the water. And you know that I used to use the clay. Gurudev said it was good enough for me. Then I used to use the clay pot. And it's true, if you keep that water 2 weeks, the same water, and you pour it out into a glass or anything, it's crystal clear. And it tastes fresh coming from the pot, and it's gently cooled because it's porous. If you put that exact same water in a plastic bottle, then after 3 days it's going brown and green and whatever's growing inside there, but not from the clay pot. I used to drink from the clay pot. And I also had a famous plastic bottle that I used to collect later on, that 5-liter bottle. And you saw that bottle became completely brown quickly. Entertain the devotees with that water. But that water was from our own well, deep well in Chaitanya-Caritāmrta, the place of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev's pastimes. And then, this is later on when bottled water came, people are going there. Mind is happy, you pay money to get water, but it's not necessarily clean. We remembered the daughter of Madhavananda. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, yes, the daughter, she is Sachi, but a very similar, very brainy daughter of Pushta Krishna and Daru Brahma. Krishna Priya. She was like 20-year-old student, something in university, and very brainy. Now she's a doctor, she's like a high-class doctor. But she was doing her university thesis, or whatever it's called. And so while in India, then she was doing study of water pollution in different places. And she found the cleanest water was the water in the municipality of Calcutta, municipal water in Dum Dum Park you get from the tap. And some of the worst water was the bottled water, with fecal matter and all sorts of stuff inside. You just put in a bottle, put on a label, put on a screw cap, charge as much money as possible. It must be purer the more money you charge. And then everyone's mind is peaceful. But what we get from the mat, and I used to say to devotees, you come all the way here, you read in the scripture all the time about the holy water, taking a drop of this water from the dam, this, that and the other. Now you can bathe in it, you can drink it, you can do that. And instead, you want to pay money to get recycled sewage from Calcutta. I'll go for the dam water. And maybe I convince 1 or 2 others to go for the dam water. But this is just part of India, is that you can boil your water, you can do everything, but somehow your body, the Western body isn't used to the bugs there, and so they're in the air. And when people are, doing dirty things everywhere, when that dries in the sun and blows up just with a vehicle passing by, just the dust rises up, it's all going inside. Can be a little tough. We were going to do some reading this morning, but earlier on we were remembering Sripad Siddhanti Maharaj. By the way, there are more things about Siddhanti Maharaj. It just came in my mind just now about eating, because we saw a picture of him eating. But he used to love fruit, and especially papaya. And he would just eat papaya, so many. And we have papaya trees in the temple. And then behind Guru Maharaj's Samadhi, where they wash, there's a corner, and then there's a little place where they wash the deity's paraphernalia. They have a place for the deity's paraphernalia. And behind that, one day I'm just walking around with Gurudev, as we do, because we need to see the service necessities and what's being done in the day. And in the afternoon, walking around the back, and there's Gurudev. He's always seeing the trees. He cares for everything. And the trees know it. They know it. And then anyway, it's there. And Gurudev said, these Siddhanti Maharaj, well, I think it was then Chidananda. These are Chidananda trees. And there's me, Chidananda trees, Gurudev. Yes, Chidananda. And then Gurudev, he's always playing a little bit. And then he said, Chidananda. He's standing so many times behind the Samadhi Mandir and eating the papaya. And then Gurudev would say, but the papaya pips, he's going, and spitting them here. And now from his prasadam, the trees have come up. So they had so many papaya trees. And Gurudev said, that time it was Chidananda. Papaya trees. Gurudev, very funny. Okay, anyway, Siddhanti Maharaj disappearance day today. Hare Krishna. And we did make a little request to him before. Siddhanti Maharaj, we're still here. And actually Gurudev says, Guru Maharaj says, you'll hear in different places, on someone's disappearance day, then we chant their glories for our benefit, and may they be pleased with us and give us some grace from that quarter. And really, and you see, we knew devotees like this. It is not and you can know them by us knowing them. Really, their nature and everything. And this was Gurudev. When Gurudev is talking about people like Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, he's talking about people he knows, but how does he know those people he did not meet? But he knows through Guru Maharaj, who knows through Śrīla Saraswati Thakur, who knows through Bhakti Vinod Thakur in this way. And so many things Gurudev expressed about the nature of the disappeared devotees, the nature of Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and plus, all of them along the line. And this is carried by them. So, we get a little hint when we know somebody, we can say yes. And they've gone on. Where's Siddhanti Maharaj gone to? He's not thinking of worldly pleasures, he's only thinking of the Vaishnavas and Guru. Krishna, Kirtan, Papai of Navadip, etc. Anyhow, we do hope that they can hear us a little bit. Well, today we were told to end earlier because everyone's got seva to do, because today is Saturday. Saturday is the public day in East London, in the West London Temple, and we are here today and gone tomorrow, as some man used to say, but we're here today. So we did sing the Gupta Govardhan Giriraj Arti. Gupta Govardhan. Govinda Kund Giriraj Arti song, which really does express nicely from Gurudev about the mat and the devotees and what we do. So that's good. Okay, a few verses because we can. So yesterday, from where we left off yesterday in reading Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta, Madhya-līlā chapter 1. So Mahāprabhu, many descriptions in a very short way, just giving a hint, really is some very short synopsis of so many Leelas, just in a row, one after the other. Now Mahaprabhu has toured South India, he's come back to Puri. In Puri they did the Gundicha Marjanam, and then he attended the Ratha Yatra festival. So Jai Shri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta ki Jai, Jai Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Shri Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, and Bhagavan Shri Bhakti Siddhanti Saraswati Thakur ki Jai, Shri Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai. So he attended the Ratha Yatra ceremony and danced in front of the car, and after dancing entered a garden. This is where we got to yesterday. And then in that garden, Prataparudrere Kripa Koila Se Stane. In that place he gave to Prataparudra Maharaj mercy. Prataparudrere Kripa Koila Se Stane. That place. Gaurya Bhakte Agya Dila Vidayera Dine. So in that garden, Mahaprabhu bestowed his mercy upon King Prataparudra. Afterwards, when the Bengali devotees were about to return home, that's a big jump, the Lord gave separate orders to almost every one of them. You this, you this, you this, you this. Pratyabda asibe ratajatra darashane echale chahe bhaktaganira milane. Mahaprabhu desired to meet all the devotees of Bengal every year. Therefore, he ordered them to come to see the Ratha Yatra festival every year. I'm sure it was a very affectionate order. Now here are 2 lines of Bengali and maybe 8 lines, 7 lines of translation. So we'll give the Bengali, then we'll come and see the translation. Sarvabhauma ghare prabhura bhiksha paripati shatira mata kohe jate randi hauk shati. Oh my goodness. So yes, so Mahaprabhu was invited to dine at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. When he was eating sumptuously, then the son-in-law, so Sarvabhauma's daughter's wife, daughter's husband, criticized him, and his daughter's name was Shati. And because of this, Shati's mother, Sarvabhauma's wife, cursed the son-in-law by praying that Shati, her daughter, would become a widow. If you gather all that, it's a roundabout way, of saying that Sarvabhauma's son-in-law insulted Mahaprabhu for eating so gloriously, but the wife of Sarvabhauma was so disturbed that she cursed her daughter that she will become a widow. In other words, that he will die soon, the son-in-law. Anyway, this verse, and then that's it. You're going to have to come back later to find out all this. That's the point. This is like the preview of what's going to come. Okay, at the end of the year, all the devotees from Bengal, headed by Advaita Acharya, again came to see the Lord. I expect this is the end of the Bengali year, because they again came to see the Lord. Indeed, there was a great rush of devotees to Jagannath Puri, so this must be the next year, not our sun year, but their year. Then the first word of the next verse, Anande. Anande sabare niyadena vasastana. Shivananda Sena kore sabara palana. Shivananda Sena protected them, looked after them on the way. When all the devotees from Bengal arrived, Mahaprabhu allotted them residential quarters. Yes. And Shivananda Sen was put in charge of their maintenance. Okay? but there was no happiness there in the translation. The verse is, in great pleasure, everyone taking their Vasa Sthana, residential quarters, but very happily. And Srila Prabhupada, he's reading this into the microphone, he's in the flow of the story. So this is why we want the Bengali and the translation. And some of this, I'm not sure I have it, but there are the original Srila Prabhupada's, and Shivananda saying, click, went to the, you can hear the clicks as he's the dictaphone thing, as he's speaking to the dictaphone. Okay. Oh, what is a kukura? What is kukura? Kali kukura kadana jadi chao. Kali kukura. Gurudev had two kukuras. One was a Doberman and one was a German Shepherd. So what is a kukur?
Dog?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dog.
Okay,
yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
So Shivanandera Sange. So in the association of Shivananda, Aila came Kukura Bhagyavan. Bhagavan is the Lord. Bhagyavan means fortunate. With Shivananda saying came one fortunate dog. Prabhura Charana Deki Koila Antadhana. Antadhana disappeared. So a dog accompanied Shivananda saying and the devotees. And that dog was so fortunate that after seeing the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it was liberated and went back home, back to Godhead. There you are, you've got that. Shivanandera Sange Aila Kukura Bhagyavana Prabhura Charana Deki Kola Antadhana. Chanting Krishna Krishna and eating coconut pulp.
We say that in the more a miserable dog of Kali.
Yeah, that's I was referring to our mind.
Yeah, I know.
Banging our head on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Patti Savabhoma Saha Savara Milana Savabhoma Bhattacharya Kashite Gamana. Everyone met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya on his way to Varanasi. Everyone met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya on his way to Varanasi. After arriving at Jagannath Puri, all the Vaishnavas met with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Later, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sported in the water, taking all the devotees with him. Clicked. Now I've gone somewhere else. Okay, so these are the verses. There are no purports here. These are the verses. And some parts is just simply giving a narration. So first the Lord washed the temple of Gundicha very thoroughly. Then everyone saw the Rath Yatra festival and the Lord's dancing in front of the car. So this is the next year. In the garden along the road from the Jagannath temple to Gundicha, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed various pastimes. A Brahmana named Krishnadas performed the bathing ceremony of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Acha? Krishnadas performed the bathing ceremony of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I have to keep reading this book to find out that. I don't recall that. And I've read this several times, if not many times. Krishnadas performed the bathing ceremony of Sri Chaitanya. Oh, we'll have to keep reading. It must have been in the Gundicha temple where he poured water on him. Okay, this is Krishnadas. After dancing in the Gundicha temple, the Lord sported in the water with his devotees. And on Hera Panchami Day, they all saw the activities of the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi. That's when she is very angry with Krishna for not coming home. So she comes with lady servitors, and then they tie up the big servitors of Jagannath who've been carrying him. They tie them up and they insult them. The lady servitors insult the men. So all the women love that day. On Janmashtami, Lord Krishna's birthday, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed himself as a cowherd boy. At that time he carried a balance with pots of yogurt and wheeled a rod about. The balance means a wooden stick. You put pots of yogurt here, like maybe 3 on top of each other. 3 here, and then hanging on each end of the stick, and in the middle, put on your shoulder, or across your shoulders, depending on how heavy it is. But at the same time, he's twirling a stick. This is Mahāprabhu on Janmashtami. After this, so this is going to be the end of it. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to all the devotees from Gauraresh, Bengal, and continued chanting with his intimate devotees who constantly remained with him. Okay, so this is where we are. So now we've completed this, the first year and the second year in very code form. And so tomorrow, Mahaprabhu is going to try to go to Vrindavan tomorrow in Chaitanya-Caritāmrta. Okay, well, over time, we're meant to be shorter, not longer today, because it's the Saturday festival. So let us all do some seva. Now let us end with Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. And we've all made some noise except Shara Shiromani. So we can have an alternate camera person and we can have Shara Shiromani lead it. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna. Jai Shri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta ki Jai. Jai Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. Page 60 in this yellow book. 60. Hari Haray Nama Krishna
Hari Hari
Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haray Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusūdan. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan. Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita
Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya SCSMath Ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya SCSMath Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Govinda Kund Ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta Ki Jai. Jai Sripad Bhakti Premik Siddhanti Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusūdan Maharaj Ki Jai. Lovely morning program in Shri Chaitanya SCSMath West London Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premananda Hari Hari Bo.
If anyone is deaf and they're following the Facebook automatic transliteration, it's not quite right. By a long way. The other day I was watching and it was actually quite good. It got quite well. I don't know who was speaking, I don't remember. But really it was getting a Vaishnava, a Krishna, it was doing quite well.
When I was translating in Italy, Krishna Kanta came out like really good, but Munindra was like a mess. What I was saying.